In this installation of Cauterize EVH pearls, I'm going to demonstrate the first pass using the Venapax system for endoscopic radial artery harvest. You want a window above the fascia and only dissect on the paired veins, never on the radial artery. So your conical tip is to stay only on the vein, and once you create a little space, you can slide in with the bipolar blades and take down the fascia. Being able to immediately divide the fascia on your first anterior pass separates the Venapax from the legacy devices. You don't have to dissect over the radial the whole way. You just nibble away at the fascia like a centimeter at a time, and this reduces trauma to the radial artery, because as you know, it can be very tight in here. As long as you dissect on the veins, then take the fascia down, you're going to open your tunnel up very easily on the first pass. So with the radial artery harvest with the Venapax, it's an anterior pass first, making windows above the radial and above the fascia, and taking the fascia down with the blades about a centimeter at a time. This will open the tunnel up completely wide without any contact with the radial artery on your first pass. Now the conical tip can be below the fascia when you're cauterizing the fascia and opening up the tunnel, but make sure that the conical tip stays on the vein and does not touch the radial artery. Also, during the anterior pass, be watchful for anterior branches. You're going to come across some anterior branches. You can't just push through them and window above them. I like to employ the pullback technique so that my conical tip doesn't get pushed inadvertently into the radial artery. So I'll make my windows on the veins. I'll use my blades to open up the fascia and adventitia around the anterior branches. Notice how I'm on the vein, not the artery, and then take the branch down with the blades. I like to use the pullback technique here so my conical tip never gets forced forwards onto the radial. Here I have a little bit of adventitia left, even though the branch is sealed, and I take that down. Here's a bonus clip demonstrating how I extract the radial. I make an incision big enough for my index finger and make sure that fascia is open. I reach in with an Alice clamp, and I don't clamp the radial, I scoop it up and pull it through that larger space I've made in the fascia so that I don't damage the radial artery when I pull it out of the arm.